Welcome to the S.T.A.L.K.E.R.S podcast. This is your co-host Dylan.
And I'm Cockles. Thanks for joining us tonight on this episode of S.T.A.L.K.E.R.S podcast that we are presenting to you currently.
Well, we have some breaking news, some amazing news that we haven't even spoken about in a podcast, I don't believe. Since, what was it, like 3 weeks ago? Since something about some Middle Eastern conflict.
I don't know much news about any Middle Eastern stuff. It's always so peaceful over there, so I don't think nothing about it.
Well, they had the Abraham Accords or whatever, and they was all happy and go lucky, and then for some reason,
I mean, with a name like that, you kind of have to be.
Well, see, no, but didn't America destroy the nuclear places over there or something? Fordo, Isfahan.
Of course, because everything's our fault. Duh.
Well,
they didn't even have them till we made them have them because we're bad guys like that, and then we made them not have them.
If they didn't make them, we wouldn't have had to destroy them. You know, I mean, God forbid you be a country and do what you want. You know?
Exactly.
Gotta have Big Brother America on your back.
Exactly, and then that same week we destroyed everyone else's nuke plan.
How many nuclear nations are there? I
think there's like 8.
That's a good question. Let's consult the.
There's more than just Iran though.
Well, no, okay. So
Israel,
there's China, North Korea, Russia, Israel, yeah.
Except they stole it from us. That's a little bit different.
I think one of the Middle Eastern countries is. I know India. I think India does.
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken. So.
America too.
I barely call it that. Nuclear program, more like nuclear
more
dud.
Like stinky program.
The Manhattan Project.
More like United stinks of corruption.
Okay,
yeah, we're the
so
United
9 countries currently possess nuclear weapons.
So close. What'd I say?
So Russia, the United States, China, France, the United Kingdom, Pakistan, India, Israel, and North Korea. See,
but Iran does
Pakistan.
not.
Pakistan. I could have swore there was one that was more Middle Eastern that had nukes. That's interesting.
They're Middle Eastern.
You know, I don't hear too much about Pakistan, other than like the India-Pakistan war.
Yeah, that's the last time I heard about.
But I mean, other than that, like, you very rarely hear about them. Overall,
I thought they were the ones with the.
So France is one of the other ones. That's interesting too.
The baguette people, huh?
Baguette.
Baguette. That's funny. How'd they make a nuke? That's crazy, dude.
There's only 9 countries. There's like 280 something countries or some shit like that.
Yeah. I don't know. If everyone had a nuke, you'd think everyone would just be all like, all right, we're just going to take it easy on each other.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how it works. That's kind of how it works. But at the same time, you also got people who...
There's ill...
You got people who don't give a shit, and that's where the mutual annihilation comes from.
Like Trump.
You know, if he didn't give a shit, he'd have leveled that place. That place would have been nuked 3 times over. Okay, so...
back to it?
Where were we?
Okay.
Before I got...
Everyone... Or there's people without nukes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you don't want some people to get nukes.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
The
wrong people.
They would launch them just to launch them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it shows a lot of restraint to have them and not utilize them, but there are a lot of people who they just don't care.
Have you heard the Samson option?
Ooh, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Look that up real fast and then read it and see what that is. I heard about this because whenever nukes got brought up, and I'm all like, I don't like how that sounds, but just for clarification.
The Samson option, Hebrew, squiggly line, Barat Shrimshon, refers to Israel's alleged military strategy of employing massive nuclear retaliation as a last resort if the nation is faced with an existential threat, such as being invaded or largely destroyed. Well, that right therein lies the problem.
Except what I was reading, everyone gets nuked. Not just their enemies, like the whole planet.
Well, no.
They want...
Well, exactly, because everybody else should have been there to protect them, blah, 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 this and that.
And I'm all like, what is going on? Like, that's nasty stuff, man.
Well, see, and that's why we try to prevent just anybody and everybody from getting nukes, is because
they kind of stole it, though.
It was the Cold War era stuff, the mutual annihilation, right? That was the whole point of, like, not launching nukes, was because if we launch them, they launch them, everything's gone and irradiated forever. So, and then you have nothing. Like, what good is being a power if there's nothing to have power over?
Well, it's rolling over a debris. You're the king of debris. The prince. You're the emperor of debris. which is kind of cool.
But then you have a bunch of unusable land. I mean, the nuclear fallout's the big issue.
Yeah. Well, that's the point. It's pointless. Once it's once we get to that point, it's done.
Power is meaningless if you have nothing to utilize that power over.
Exactly. Yeah. Except the mutants. You ever play Fallout? I hear that's kind of like that.
Yeah, I played it. I mean,
Nice.
yeah.
Yo, I heard the Ayatollah. I heard he's a little light in loafers. I think that's what they say.
What?
He likes men, dude. Isn't that cool? How progressive of him.
I
That's
hadn't
cool
heard
as hell.
that at all.
You haven't heard
Outside
that?
of you, you're the only one who said that.
I look into it.
I,
I type in every world leader and I'm all like homo question mark behind it.
well, how do you know? How do you know that he swings?
Wait, let me look
He
it up.
swings with the bat.
No, I was watching a podcast. They were talking about it,
Mhm.
and they were talking about how they're just
trying to get him taken care of by his own people.
yeah, basically, yeah. Well, that's why I was just like, it's probably just more propaganda because it's like the one country on the planet that's definitely like, we'll throw you off a roof if we find out. You know what I
Man,
mean?
ever since the beginning of this whole conflict, it's been pure. Like anytime I see anything from any news outlet about even America, even on the American side, like saying, "Oh, America did this" or "Oh, Iran did this," I just look at it and I'm like, they're gonna tell us whatever it takes to get us mad at one side or the other.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
it. Like the whole bombing of the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, America did it, and then I heard, oh no, Iran did it, and then I heard, oh no, America did it, and then I heard, well, an Iranian missile failed and fell back down.
What
on
if
the
they
school.
both did it?
Either or. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah.
I can be mad, sure, but
What does that do you?
I can be mad at either side, but either side, they both have their conditions, and their conditions are very clear. One of them wants to have something capable of destroying anybody and everybody and ruining a large plot of land around it. One of them just doesn't want them to have it because they're crazy and might use it for bad things. Why does anybody need it? At this point, no more countries need to be nuclear. We already have plenty. We have bad sides, too.
Yeah.
I mean, look, North Korea, they're allegedly really bad, but they still have them.
Yeah.
Why aren't we nuking them? Because neither one of us want to do that. But when you have people that might want to do that, you can never really tell on either side. So
We
just
take out the ones that
how
want
about
to.
you don't? How about you don't? And basically, from the propaganda I've been fed, America was like, all right, Iran, we'll let you have nuclear materials, but you can only enrich them to the point to be able to utilize them in nuclear power plants, not to a point where you can make weapons. And then they allegedly went on to try to make weapons. Okay, you don't need that then.
Why could you seem a little educated on it? Why now though? Because I think what was it? I think since they've been saying they're gonna get nukes for
They're gonna get nukes in
since
2 weeks
1992
forever.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, yeah, why
now?
now? Well, somebody maybe just now had the balls to do something about it.
Nah.
Maybe just now somebody they don't have leverage on this person to be able to do something, because that's a huge one when it comes to geopolitics. I mean, why in the hell are, like, let's even just go back to Biden days. Why are we supporting the war in Ukraine? What does that benefit us? Now, why did Hunter Biden get put on a board of energy over there
I
or
agree with
whatever
that.
it
That's
was
weird.
that he had no business being in?
Did you see that clip of Biden? He was all like, "Hey, you guys are gonna do this for us," and they're like, "No," and he's all like, "That's fine. We'll just U.S. will pull every bit of funding out of Ukraine." Basically, bragging on stage that he's like, is it bribing? Or holding leverage over those people by being all like, do what we want or we're gonna pull funding out.
But it's like, why? Like what
Control?
what's in our best interest over there? What are they hiding?
I
What
think
are they
the
trying-
biolabs is one of the most known things out of Ukraine. Like, I don't know exactly what particular.
That's just one of the most interesting parts. It's like, we're gonna send them all this money, we're gonna help them tremendously, we're gonna do all this and
No
that
one's
for
been
them.
talking about that. By the way.
But what do they do for us? What, like, and you know, that's really shitty to say. It's really shitty to hear.
What have you done for me
It's
lately?
like, well, why should I do anything for you if you haven't done anything for me?
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily the case here, but it's like, why? To what does the Ukraine offer us? What do they offer themselves? Like, what's so in it for us that I have to pay taxes for them to
Yeah.
get our help when they could just be a part of Russia and just be a part of Russia?
Well, they wanted to be independent. I know that.
Well,
That
yeah,
was the whole thing.
Well, yeah, they're their own country, and
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
Russia wanted, to take them back under the umbrella of what
Yep.
used to be Soviet
The
Union.
Soviet Union. Yeah. So it's just messy. I don't know. I think I think it's important to, because I
Same
did
thing,
like the
same thing with
idea of-
Israel. I'm going to say that I'm not double-sided and I'm not double-standarding on this. I feel the same about Israel. What do they do for us that's so
Yeah.
fucking important that we have to maintain their stuff or help them to that capacity?
Well,
I'm not saying that we shouldn't.
everything was
But I'm
promised
wondering
to them
why.
3,000 years ago, though.
The United States help was promised to them 3,000 years ago.
Yes.
And we're only 260 years old,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
And also, the rest of us are goyim, so you know, we have to help the chosen people, dude.
We must.
Here's my hot take: I don't think they're the real chosen people. I think Americans are, dude. You never hear people being all like, "Damn, I wish I was a Jew right now." Everyone's all
No,
like,
in history, it's always the opposite. It's
Yeah.
like, dang, I'm glad I wasn't them.
I was just gonna say, like, everyone wants to be American. That should be. I think we're God's chosen people, dude. Boom, America, man. Yeah, whatever that is.
An eagle.
Oh, I thought it was a penguin or something.